All right. Sorry for the tardiness, but we here. I'm just getting out the shower. I said, oh my gosh, I got to do the show. Then I try to, I ran out of my body wash. Then I had to use shampoo. I'm like, it's a mess. I wanted to get my hair cut. Both barbers, this one particular barber, let me read this text message. Give me a second. Okay, I got two barbers, right? This one particular barber, let me just read this because I'm triggered. Okay. I am triggered a little bit. I'm a little bit triggered. All right. So, but this one barber, I reached out to him and I said, wait, what's today? What's today? What's today? I said, is the shop open today? He responded, greetings. Go online for hours. And and then I just said my name. I said Wiley 2 p.m. I said my name 2 p.m. And he said, did it say I was open today online? I was like, thank you. It said you closed. Now, this is what I don't understand. Just let me know, is you open or closed? I shouldn't have to go online and see if you open or close. This is what I don't understand that. I am this close of just shaving my head bald, being like my mentor, Dr. Larry Reed, and just be completely bald. Because this is a mess, right? And I have two barbers. My backup barber, he's at work. He said, I can get you in on a lunch break. Lunch break came and went. So I still don't have a haircut. So I'm, and I live in an area, and please forgive me if I say this. I live in an area that is not a lot of chocolate. Okay? Is it appropriate? And so the barbershops around here, they don't have a lot of chocolate barbers. I'm saying it right. The barbers here, you might see a Karen, or you might see a Barbara. You might see a Sally. And I don't feel comfortable having a Karen, cutting my hair. And I just don't feel comfortable. I like the hood shops, but I don't stay in the hood. So all of my friends like, you need to go to South Dallas, go to this barbershop in South Dallas. I don't want to drive 45, 50 minutes to the hood to get my hair cut. And so I wanted to do super cuts. I was like, no, I don't trust it with my hair. So, I'm going to have to find me a good barber and everything like that. And so we can definitely get my hair cut. So eventually we will get my hair cut. Usually it's real easy. But when I started the job, it's a little easy. I was off today. So I wanted to get my hair cut. So hopefully once I get off the air, I would try to get me a haircut so we can be together. But I can't really, because I have another show. I have the membership tonight. We're going to be talking about White Fear, Roland Martin book, How the Brown of America is Making White Folks Lose Their Mind. And we're going to be reviewing and talking about White Fear tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, which that will be 8 p.m. on the East Coast. So make sure y'all come on time. We're gonna get in. It's gonna be a good 40 minute conversation. I would love for some of my members to come on and speak on it and talk about it. And then maybe we will open it up to the public where we will talk about this for the public. But I read a couple of chapters and I just want to just dive into, not going to get deep, but just my perspective of this whole thing of white fear, because it is a fear of white America, because in 2043, this country will no longer be majority white. The majority of people of color will be the majority. We will be in the majority. So a lot of things been going on. White people say, oh my God, this is going on. And so we definitely going to be talking about that. We will be covering abortion, why that was planned for in decades, and why we're going to get into that, and we're going to talk about that today. So we got any experts, y'all are welcome members to call in. We're going to have for Patreon. We're going to open it up for Patreon. I'm not an expert. I'm just giving my perspective. So if I quote something wrong or if I mispronounce a word, if you so educated, hit the link, and you come on and have that conversation, right? So we definitely going to have that for the members only. And then eventually we will open it up to the public. I would love for y'all to get the book. If you have not purchased the book, get the book, okay? And they also calling it the great replacement theory. Yes, the great replacement, where we've been replaced and all of that. So we definitely gonna be diving into it. I'm trying to get a Republican on my show, so we're working on that because we are definitely doing things. We're gonna have a special guest coming on the show. They're going to be talking about the mayor race in Chicago. They're going to be talking about Jamal Green, how some issues going on with his campaign. So I have a special guest that want to come on the show and speak about that. So our members only live, we are really diving into politics. We have special guests, and eventually we will open it up to the public. I hope that my members' lives do not leak to the public, because this is for the members. People pay this, and so people don't leak out what we talk about in members only, right? Don't leak out what we talk about on Patreon, right? And leaking it out to the Republican groups to say, look at this black man talking like this. So don't leak it out, because you all pay y'all money to get these private lives. So don't leak it out to the public, right? Because I know Storm Monroe, he did a live on his Patreon and it leaked. Somebody paid their money, or somebody that paid their money leaked it to the public, and it was a firestorm because he haven't done a Patreon since, because it kind of scared him. We ain't scared. So whatever I say on members only, whatever I say on Patreon, I can say it in public. So whatever we say, I'm not afraid. I just don't want, I think it's a disservice you're putting this out there to the public, and we not even that, and you paying your money. No, let them pay their money and see what we talking about, and the members and everything like that. So yes, and guess what, y'all? A little open it up. Okay, we doing our introductions, right? Then we're gonna get into the topics. So I'm here. I just got from the movies, and I said, man, I gotta fix my computer. My computer needs to be fixed. And so I go, and it's, first of all, I'm sweating. I'm on the 3rd floor, and I'm just burning calories. And I said, this computer needs to be fixed. It ain't working. So I'm carrying this big old box to the computer store, because I thought it wasn't working. Got to the computer store. The man plugged it up at the computer store, and it came on. I was so pissed. Then I had to carry this big old PC back in my car, walk up 3 flights of stairs, and I'm sweating bullets. So that's why I had to take a shower. I'm just sweating bullets like I walked a marathon. This is why, because I'm overweight, and you're working a body, and so this body said, we need this. And so the computer is actually working. My monitor is actually working. The PC is actually working. 27-inch monitor. We have a new HD camera that we're gonna have. So this old one got to go. I want an HD camera on there. Then I got another person. We're working on some things, and we're doing some things. So eventually, we will have a little team helping me put some things together. So thank you so very much. So it probably was a charger cable, or I probably didn't have it plugged up in the back in the hole. I probably didn't have it plugged up in the hole. It probably was loose, and you have to like plug it in the hole. So I probably have plugged it in. It wasn't all the way in the hole. So that's probably what I think. It probably wasn't in the hole. So yeah. So once he plugged in and he put it in there, he put it in the hole, it came on. Because if it's not really connected in that hole, you got to put it in the hole. It got to be connected. And so when it connected in that hole, and I pressed it, it came on. You have to have it connected. There's a lot of you. If you don't have it connected in that hole, in that deep hole, you got to connect it so that power can come on. Now get your head out the gutter. We talking about a computer. Now y'all head went all the way to the gutter. You hit it in that hole, get it right, and get it in there in that chamber. You oosha, and you press it right. So I definitely had to practice. So that's why I'm saying I was saying on my Patreon. I was saying on my station head that, I need to practice because, I'm going to be, getting in with this woman. You know what I'm saying? She's active and she's experienced. So, and if I don't know how to put it in the hole on a computer, how would I be able to put it in her hole? Okay. How would I be able to put it in her hole? So I'm really, working out, trying to burn these calories. I got, I'm trying to lose a couple of weights and, get myself to, stretching and stuff like that. Wow. Because if I can't find a hole on the computer, how can I find her hole? I'm just saying, I'm talking right now. So I'm being real because I don't want to have a conversation where I can hit the hole. You know what I'm saying? I got to hit the hole and they have to hit it correctly. It's the correct way how to hit the wall, the hole, how to hit it correctly. So that's what happened with the computer. Let's welcome y'all down Wiley for the Wiley Show. We have a fun show. We have a lot of stuff that we have to discuss. And let us go and talk about it. Now, this story is weeks old, and I know it's weeks old. Shout out to Gutta K. I reached out to Gutta K. He couldn't come on the show. I understand that. And let me say this. These people want to get paid to do interviews. It is sad. I don't want to roast a guy Gutta K because he's an amazing person. But it looked like every time I reach out to people for an interview, they want to put a price on it. And what happened to doing interviews for free? Is I missing something? Have the culture change? Is mainstream media, is they paying for interviews? What really going on here? And I'm saying, wow, this is so shocking that everybody asks for the payment. And so I'm looking like, should I have a budget? Okay, hold on. Should I have a budget? Hello? Oh yeah, I had called you. I'm gonna talk to you later. I'm live now, but it worked. It's on there. Everything worked. So, yeah, I'm gonna call you later. Okay, bye-bye. Yes. So everybody want to get paid. And so I understand that and I get it. And I said maybe we just have to have it in the budget to interview artists. I don't mind paying. I don't mind if this is what I have to do, then I would do it. I'm going to share this. We did pay for an interview. We paid for Roland Ray. And we had a contract. We had an agreement. Roland Ray came on the show. And I thought that I said, hey, this is an investment for the show. I paid him an amount. How much did he charge? I'm not going to tell you the amount that he charged, but he said, this is my price, and I paid it. He came on the show. I did it because I thought during that time that the Shade Room was going to repost it. I thought the Neighborhood Talk was going to repost it. I thought Hollywood Unlocked was going to repost it. I really thought all of these people was going to repost the interview because during that time, he was having a little tit for tat with his boyfriend, and the boyfriend stole some money or something. And so I interviewed him that day and had the exclusive. None of the blogs posted. Only one particular person talked about it was Malago Grams, and we gave her, we shouted her out. She was the one that gave us our credit about the interview. So it didn't work. So I'm like, okay. So with and I restreamed that interview with Roland Ray. Now with Gutta K, he was jumped. And the reason why I'm doing this, he was jumped by Milan Christopher and his goons. They jumped this young man. Anybody know about Gutta K? He reminds me of a friend in Chicago that I have. He's a timid, small guy. He's not a big guy. He's a small guy. He's not a fighter. He's a talker. He's an entertainer. And it was very sad to see Milan Christopher and to see his goons just jump this young man. And I'm like, where is the outrage? I didn't see T.S. Madison have any outrage about this. I didn't see the NAACP. They didn't have any outrage about this. I didn't see GLAAD. GLAAD is supposed to be about the LGBT community. I didn't see them have any outrage about that. If this was a young white LGBT person, it would have reached national news. But because he's black and this is quote unquote black on black crime, none of these organizations reached out. The Urban League haven't said anything. And I really think that was a disservice because I'm like this, Milan, where was this energy when Jonathan came and threw them hands? You was afraid. You literally called a friend and the friend got beat up. So now you want to take it out on Gutta. And it just doesn't make any sense. And I felt really bad that he got beat up. And I wish I was there because I would have jumped in. I would have helped Gutta. I would have helped Gutta. I would have picked up a bat. I would have picked up a pole and I would have helped Gutta. I would have not stand there and let this young man get jumped by himself. Because I can't stand Milan Christopher. I would have jumped in. I would have loved that because I would have went on and got me a chair or got me a table and it'd have been WWE, baby. Tables, ladders, and chairs. Right? So I would have definitely would have done that. Okay, it would have been on and popping. Okay, the police would have to be called, and baby, the ambulance, the fire trucks, everybody else. I would have helped Gutter K. I would have not just would have stood there and allowed Gutter K just to get jumped like that, because I think that's such a disservice. And I didn't really see anybody, big platforms, call this out. And they were LGBT people as well, but they were thugs, and the way that they did it was definitely wrong. I do believe that, Milan Christopher should be arrested and charges should be pressed. And I hope that Gutter K press charges, because you have to send a signal that this is not okay, that you could just jump me and then have cameras spinning around. No, if anybody jump me, I'm pressing charges. I'm going to the courts. I'm getting your address. I'm suing you. I'm coming at your mama. I'm suing your grandmother. I'm suing your granddaddy. I'm applying pressure. That's not going to pay it. This would be the wrong person that you ever. I will make sure I contact all the organizations. I'll make sure I contact all your sponsors. I'll make sure I contact all the promoters. I will contact the attorney general. I'm going to contact the governor. I'm going to contact City Hall. I'm going to be trying to get the club shut down for get their bar license revoked. I'm going to get a protest. And this is what I would do. And see, they do it to the people that ain't going to say nothing, not going to fight back, not gonna respond and stuff like that. I would have definitely done that, because Milan Christopher is a scammer. I will never forget, and I will always tell this story, and I would definitely tell Roland Martin, most definitely. I will never forget Ray. Milan Christopher, he got famous. He got on the show. He got on Love and Hip Hop. And during that time, I was doing radio. I was doing Blog Talk Radio. And me and my co-host at the time, Flash Gotti, I was driving, and of course, I Bluetoothed Milan Christopher, and I saw him doing press on the Breakfast Club and all of these other places. And I said, when are you going to come on, the Wiley Show? Because, you came on the show multiple times before, and now you have all this press. When can you come on, LGBT media, so we can talk about it? Oh, my publicists think that it's not a good look and all this BS. And I was literally like, I was hurt. Like, wow. Like, before this, like, we would talk on the phone. You would come on the show. I would promote your music, promote you being an artist, put you in the top 10, showing you love. And now that you're getting all this press and you're becoming bigger and bigger and bigger, why not come on LGBT media and give LGBT media a shot? And I will always tell this story. I don't care. I could be 95 years old and I still tell that same story. If I still got my mind, I'm still going to tell it, because it was wrong. It was wrong for what he did. And it wasn't right for him to do me like that. And you could have gave me 5 minutes. That's all. 5-minute interview. You didn't have to give me a full 30 minutes, but it's just wrong the way how you said it, because before you had a publicist, we were cool, right? And this is why a lot of celebrities, I side eye them, because they get these white, publicists, and they let them dictate where they should go, but you paying the publicist, right? So you paying the publicist out of money out of your pocket. They are your employee and you the employer. So you're paying them. So it shouldn't be where they should dictate where you should go. So I was really hurt. I cried. My feelings was hurt. And I'm like, okay, I'm just done with him. And so then when he didn't get renewed to come back on Love and Hip Hop, but then he came to Chicago, him and Scott Rivers from High Society Entertainment, they threw a ball and it was a tie. It was a tie it was two houses tied for this $5,000 grand prize. And they said, okay, nobody get the money because it's a tie. And usually if it's a tie, you should do a tiebreaker so somebody can get paid the money. And he just took the money and ran with it and lied and said that VH1 cameras is going to be in the audience. Lied to the people. I reached out to VH1. They said they are not bringing any cameras, and just lied. And I knew then I can't fool Milan. He's a scammer, and I can't fool with a person like that. So back to this thing with Gutter K. I hope and I pray that Gutter K, I wish you nothing but success, brother. You are talented. I laugh at your jokes. I laugh at your videos. Hopefully you become a good artist. Hopefully you become the next Lil Nas X, or, with major success. I don't agree with you signing with 1501. The reason why I don't agree with you signing with 1501, They don't like to pay their artists. They don't like to, artist budget. They don't when you're talking about what about the budget, how much you spending, Card Coffee get amnesia, according to Megan Thee Stallion and according to the other artist that was on there. So I don't think 1501 is a good choice. I just don't, because only artist that really popped was Megan Thee Stallion. Erica Banks haven't really popped like this. She had one hit record and that was it. And she got her boobs done and got dumped by a rapper. So we shall see how this is going to play out. I'm a fan. I'm gonna reach back out to your team if you have a certain budget, and then I throw a couple of dollars your way and we'll get you on the show. Let's move on. Somebody said Gutter K. Well, these people want the coins. That's what they want. Who else is next? Now, Ashanti is in the news. Y'all know I love me some Ashanti. I love her. I'm not gonna sing a song about. I don't know. I'm not gonna sing any of her song. But Ashanti definitely did a record, and she pretty much did a record saying he's obsessed. Stop being obsessed with me. Stop being obsessed about her. She was responding to Irv Gotti, because if y'all remember, Irv Gotti having said he slept with Ashanti. He was so mad about Ashanti dumping him and leaving him for Nelly and all of that. So Ashanti came on the record, and I'm glad that she's speaking up for herself, because I'm glad that Ashanti is not scooping down to Irv Gotti level by doing interviews and by doing, you know what I'm saying, dragging Irv Gotti in interviews. I'm glad that she's doing it artistically. I think that's the way to do it. Make a coin and make a dollar. The reason why Irv Gotti is mad at Ashanti is because Ashanti got her masters for her debut album back, and she's going to re-record that, and she's going to get all the proceeds from that. And Irv Gotti is mad because he can't have the power over her masters anymore. And so ever since then you see Irv Gotti up there saying, we've been together, and she dumped me, and he tried to trash her in the media. And because he's upset because Ashanti said, listen, I don't want to be a sharecropper artist anymore. I don't want to be a sharecropper anymore. I want to be an owner of my masters. I don't want to sharecrop anymore. So once she says she don't want to sharecrop on that Murder Inc. plantation, then you see Irv Gotti say, you know what? Let me drag her and talk about our sex life. Because you never hear him hardly talk about that. But as soon as she get her masters back, that's when he want to trash her and all of that. Okay? And I'm glad that she got her masters back. I'm a fan of Ashanti. I think that people forget that she was popping back in the day, and she's still beautiful. I'm glad that she ain't really do too much work to her face and doing all that surgery and messing up her body and looking weird. She still hold on. I almost dropped my mic. 1 second. She still look good. Her body still look good. She's beautiful. Her mother is beautiful. Like, her family have an amazing family behind her. So I'm glad that she was able to get her masters back. So good for Shanti. Thank you so very much. Okay. They said these men are so weak. He had a wife at the time. Nobody cares about what they did back in the day except him. Yeah, because the reason why he brought that up is because she took her masters. That's why he brought it up, because she took her masters. Let's move on. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. Real quickly. Okay, let's move on to the baby. The baby did a concert, and I was reading the records of, I didn't even know that the baby album kind of like debuted like in 20 something, and I was listening to the album. I'm like, damn, the baby is not because, and this is what I hate. People kept saying it's because of what he said against the gay community. No, people is tired of hearing the same sound over and over and over again, and you releasing it just like that, like the same sound, the same flow. Like, change up your flow, get some better songs. And the reason is these rappers, these artists now, they want to release music so quick, and they forget about making a hit and give time to let it flourish, making hits. But what they're doing, because these labels don't pay them nothing, And let me tell y'all, these labels do not pay them anything. They literally go, so that what they do, they just drop music and go on tour. They drop music and go on tour. And they drop music and go on tour. Don't get me wrong. I like to see the baby perform. I like when he take his shirt off. I like when he reach down to his crotch. I'm a huge fan of it. I will go to one of his concerts because I've never been to any of his concerts. But the baby his music does be sounding like the same. Like, man, I heard that record back in 2019. You still got the same sound. But I do like it because I love the chocolate in it. I love the way how he dogged Danny Lay, and I just love that. You know what I'm saying? I love that toxic energy, and I love him, the thuggish type. I just love it. It's right, but it's like still the same sound. But I'm still a fan of the baby. If he come to Dallas, I don't know when he coming. If I'm off and if I got the coins, I will pick up his, get a ticket and be right there. Oh, the baby! That's ain't your baby. That's my baby. That ain't your baby. That's my baby. But it's definitely the same stuff over and over again, and the public understand it. Don't get me wrong, I like it, and I like him. I'm attracted to his music and everything. I remember he did a record, and he said he effed the fan, and she went back with her man, but he had effed the fan. I was in love. I'm like, oh my gosh, why he made a song like that? So I like that record. That album or EP came out, I kind of liked it, and I did kind of like. He did a record with NBA YoungBoy about being on YouTube, about on that social media, about posting on social media, about that was kind of hot. So I kind of like it, but this new album I really can't get it. I'm gonna have to listen to it again and get into it. But I like the baby. Don't get me wrong, I like the baby. I think the baby is is a whole artist, and I don't know. People gonna say, "Oh, you a pick me." I am a pick me. I pick me. Yes, I am a pick me. I am. I like it. You know what I'm saying? And I liked it when he said, if your P word smell like water, put your hands up or put your dollars up. If you ain't got no, I liked it. The whole ordeal when he did that rolling out, I did not really want to trash him because I liked it. I love that toxic energy. I love that hoodness in him. I love it. I just hope that he can make some better songs, not the same sound. Okay, I like it when he snack a couple of his fans. That's a turn on for me. When he slapped that lady, it was instant turn on. I'm like, yes, I love this toxic energy. I love the toxic energy. The way how he dog Daddy Lay, I love that toxic energy. I know it's weird, but I loved it, and I'm just being honest. I just really, really loved it. All right. And then when Danny Lay said, we slept last night, and you doing all that talking, and you slept with me last night, I loved it. When he said, you my bottom B, I love the energy. That was everything. I should have downloaded that. I'm going to go back and just rewatch that because I love all of that energy. All right. But shout out to the baby. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just purchase your album, the baby. I'm just going to purchase it after I end the show. I'm going to purchase your album. Baby on Baby 2. I'm gonna purchase it, and yeah, I'm gonna purchase it. Yes, I'm gonna purchase your music. Okay, all right. All right. Who else are we gonna talk about? Okay, who else? Because I want to talk about NeNe leaks. I want to talk about them close to like last because it's like sad, and I want to open up the phone lines. So y'all bear with me. We will get to that. Okay. Okay, Gary. Ooh, that's a big person. All right. Gary Chambers is running for senator. He's running for the U.S. Senate in Louisiana. And so one of the candidates that he's running against, I forgot the man's name. The man pretty much did a campaign ad. He said, if the crime is up, if you don't like the cops, call a crackhead. And that's what the man said. The man that he's running against did an ad, said, if you got any problem, you don't want to call the cops, call a crackhead. So, but not Herschel Walker, but Gary Chambers, he did a campaign ad, and he was pretty much saying that, he is trash. He don't want none of this. And then then a candidate, he oh my God. And then the candidate, what did he do? He did a campaign ad. Let me see if I can bring it up. He did a campaign and something about him with double cheeseburgers. Man, can I find that? It was something about double cheeseburgers. Oh, here you go. Okay, let me share that real quick. Yeah, John Kennedy. Yeah, John Kennedy. Thank you, thank you. So he said something. So John.
Oh, my illustrious opponent, John Kennedy, sent an email this afternoon with a fat joke. Now, John Kennedy can't find nothing else to say but to call me a socialist in fact. But here's the truth. I'm about 60 pounds down because we doing what we got to do to get ourselves together. But the question is, what you gonna do to help Louisiana with all that trash talking? You talking about crackheads, you talking about hamburgers. What you gonna talk about how you gonna make Louisiana stronger? You garbage. That's why you can't talk about nothing else. Go on, run them numbers up since John Kennedy won't talk trash so we can give him really a run for his money because he's clearly scared. If you're scared, say you're scared, John. Say you're scared. Oh, one more thing, John. We ain't gonna talk about all that makeup and how you slicked your hair back and all that. I ain't got to do all that, John.
Okay, so I'm like, this race, I have been just laughing because it's funny. And I hope that Gary Chambers, let me see if I can call Gary Chambers' office. Give me a second. Let's do something really quickly here. Gary Chambers campaign, Gary Chambers campaign office number. Let me see if I can call him on the air. See, they don't have the number. Oh, they don't have a number on here. Okay. But anyway, I really want to just call and just try to get him on the show. But anyway, I'll have to send another email. But I'm so funny, but I don't see too many clips. Now, I could be wrong. I don't stay in Louisiana. But I don't see him doing rallies. Gary Chambers, if you're running for to be the next senator in Louisiana, shouldn't you be having rallies? Are you meeting voters? Are you having rallies? Are you at the senior citizen buildings? I don't really see that. Like I see your campaign ad. You did another campaign ad with weed, and you put the weed. You smoking the weed. I see that. But are you really traveling in Louisiana? I don't stay in Louisiana. So if we have anybody from Louisiana, let me know. I'm not from Louisiana, so I don't know the ground game, but I wonder, how is the ground game with Gary Chambers? Like, I see the social media, but social media is one thing, but the ground game is the foundation of your campaign. If your ground game is whack, you can just hang it up trying to become a senator. If you're not knocking on doors, if you're not meeting voters, if you're not doing town hall meetings, you can hang it up being a senator. You have to knock on doors to get those 500,000 registered Black voters to come out to vote. You need to let them know, hey, my name is Gary Chambers. I love hamburgers and fried chicken. I'm running for senator. Let me tell you why I'm running. Or you could be like, hey, I'm Gary Chambers running for senator. What are your top 3 issues that you want to be, that you think that the Senate should address? Like, one of your top 3 issues that you're dealing with in your daily life. Like, I need to see that. Like, I hear that. I understand that. And let me see if I can play the crackhead one. That was funny. Call the crackhead. Is this it?
Call a crackhead. See how that works out for you. I came in
Is that the one
day and the cocaine was there. Next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead.
It would be cheaper to buy cocaine and just run everywhere.
Call a crackhead. Why don't
I? So that's what it is. So I'm just hoping that the ground game is important. Ground game. You know what? Not one politician have knocked on my door. Not one campaign worker toured my apartment complex. I haven't seen not one. And I've been asking, I said, did y'all see anybody from the Democratic, from the DCC or DCCC, the DNC? They said no. Have you seen anybody from the Orange, from the Republic? I haven't seen it. And this the last day to register to vote in Texas. I'm like, where the people? If you want people to vote, come to my door and ask me. Let me know your plan by knocking on my door. Let me see. Now, I will say this, and I don't want to be 100% honest with you. Now, a campaign that I am watching and that I am really, really watching, I see Louisiana. I don't think that's going to be a tight race. I think John Kennedy's going to win because Gary Chambers, unfortunately, doesn't have the backing of the DNC. They're not really giving him money because they think that they can't win the race, which I think is stupid. You need to give the money to the candidates so they can run and it could actually be a competitive race. But the race that I see, Beto in Texas, oh man, that's the race to watch out. That Beto versus Governor Abbott, I think that's a race to watch. But I can tell you, now Governor Abbott, I've seen them touring the neighborhood. I get the emails, I get the texts. He everywhere. He was on Roland Martin show. He went to a game in South Dallas. He did a town hall in Dallas. He did something in Austin. He did something in Houston. He went to some other town that's predominantly Republican. So I think that race is something to watch out for. And another race that is something that to watch out for in Georgia, you got Herschel Walker, you got Reverend Warnock. That's the race to watch out for. So I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. That's up to you. I think people have their mind made up if they're going to vote and not vote. And people already got their mind out who they're going to vote for. Because this is October 10th. We already know who we're going to vote for. But I will say this. Shout out to, I see Gary Chambers, you're still on here, and I see your picture on here, that you have to put the work in before election time. If the election is if the midterm elections is right now, Gary Chambers, you should have supposed to have been putting in work 2 years ago. Laying the foundation, knocking on doors, putting up signs, having rallies. You should have been doing it 2-3 years ago. You must, in order to take back the Senate, in order to keep the Senate, you can't wait to the last minute and then you want to have rallies. That's the problem that Democrats make. They wait to the last minute. You can't wait to the last minute. Republicans now, and it's another thing that's going on. I'm going to move on because I know y'all don't like to talk about politics. I get it. Y'all all about celebrity gossip. I get it. But these Secretary of State races, watch out, because a lot of those Make America Great Again candidates, those election deniers, they are running in Arizona and so many other places. And the Secretary of State is in charge of the election. They certify the election. They are in charge of the election. They are already saying that if Donald Trump don't win in 2024, we're not going to certify the election. That's very dangerous. That's a threat to our democracy. So people need to pay attention to those Secretary of State rallies. And then also to Stacey Abrams. I do have Stacey Abrams. Hold on, y'all. I with y'all. Don't rush me. I see y'all. Come on, Stacey. All right, there you go. You got a beautiful smile. That's Stacey Abrams and Governor Kemp is going to be a tight race. And a group. Let me see. Can I pull up that tweet? Give me a second. That's a tight race. Give me a second. But Roland Martin, if I can find it. I wasn't planning on doing this. Okay, I found it. Let's see. It's a young black man in Savannah, Georgia. Did I say that right? Is it in Savannah, Georgia? He's running. I mean, Governor Abbott, not Governor Abbott, Governor Kemp, I'm sorry, recently met up with them. So I can't play because it's playing music, so I don't want it to get flagged. But hold on 1 second. He recently reached out. He said, the past week I've heard so many negative comments because I took our students to meet our governor. It seems as if the collective of Black people think about to teach our students to do the whole group think stuff instead of teaching them to think for themselves. So Governor Kemp met up with this black man, King Randall. He have a school out there in Georgia. And Roland Martin was like, what is Governor Kemp policy to help your school? Like, it's okay that we meet, but what is his agenda to help African-American men? And so when I went on Governor Kemp, when I went on his website, I'm like, what is his agenda to help young African-American men? And I really couldn't find the agenda. It's okay to meet with me, and then you get Killer Mike, and this is what Killer Mike, I don't understand, brother. You be yapping your mouth. Oh, see, Governor Kemp be meet with the black folks, meet with the black men. And Stacey Abrams meet with black people. See, this is what gets me with Killer Mike. He's the same man that will praise Candace Owens, and he's misinformed. Like, don't get up on there, Killer Mike, and I'm saying this as your brother. Get up on stage and say, well, Governor Kemp meeting with the black people. He going out meeting with the people and neglecting to say that Stacey Abrams not meeting with black folks. Stacey Abrams meeting with black people. Because of Stacey Abrams' work and Black Voters Matter, we had got 2 Senate seats picked up in Georgia. So put some respect on Stacey Abrams, Killer Mike. Right then and there, that was just that mindset of him to say that on Charlamagne the God's platform, and then for Charlamagne just to sit there to agree to that lie is a disservice to media. It's a disservice to the community. And it's sad. I'm like, why would you sit there and say, well, Governor Kemp, he meet with the black men, and Stacey Abrams ain't meet with, she got to do it. Stacey Abrams meet with black men too. And this is why I got to get into politics. This is why I got to speak on things, because people just be talking, and this is why research matters. Killer Mike, you sat there and you just lied. Right? You lied. What did Governor Kemp promise you? Did he promise that he gonna give you $50 million to your barbershop? Like, he must have promised you something, because what you got up there saying was a complete lie. Okay, but I think that Stacey Abrams is doing a great job, and another thing that she have reason why a lot of black men don't want to vote for Stacey Abrams, let's be clear, is because black men don't want to see a woman in power. But what about your boss that's a woman? You ain't gonna quit your job, and I got that from Roland Martin. You ain't gonna quit your job, and your boss is a woman. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men don't like women in power. Oh, I ain't gonna vote for. Yeah, no, I ain't gonna do that. I don't want no woman. And your boss is a woman. Are you gonna quit your job? No. So get out of it with that mentality, because in the Bible you got to be the head. The Bible says man is the head of the house. Get up out of that with that mindset, because Governor Kemp, because of his policies, people, let's listen. If you in Georgia, I don't know what's going to take you to vote. Your hospitals are shutting down. People are getting sick. You got to travel 30 to 40 miles to get to the nearest hospital. If you don't want to vote, that's on you. But Governor Kemp policies has been bad for poor people, not just black folks, but for poor white folks. Poor black, if you poor and black, his policy has been terrible for poor people. Has been terrible for poor people. So I don't know what it's gonna take for y'all to go out there. If you woo. Cause I be talking to a lot of black folks, they just be saying, oh, my vote don't matter, man, please. Vote don't matter. They just be saying stuff that's just not true. Because, baby, if your vote did not matter, if your vote did not count, they will not make it hard for you to vote. They will make it so easy for you to vote. If your vote did not matter, it would be a national holiday for voting. It would be a same-day voting. They will allow people to have mail-in ballots. You would be able to ship it in. You would be able to vote via email. You would be able to vote via app. If your vote didn't matter, they would make it so easy. The question is, why is they making it such a challenge for you to cast your vote? That's the question. Because if your vote didn't matter, then Republicans shouldn't have to go through all these loopholes and say voter ID. Oh, you can't, if you in Texas and you can't drop off your grandmother's vote if she want to vote by mail, you can't drop off your grandmother's ballot. Your grandmother will have to drop it off for herself, because if you drop off her ballot, it's illegal. So understand that. Okay. And if I was in Georgia, Stacey Abrams had my vote. And Stacey Abrams, I think that Stacey Abrams need more black men allies like Tyler Perry. I know Tyler Perry sometimes don't like to get into politics because he's in Hollywood. He try to stay neutral. I get it. But Tyler Perry, I think he need to endorse Stacey Abrams. I think Oprah Winfrey need to come back and endorse Stacey Abrams. I think Minister Farrakhan need to come out and endorse Stacey Abrams, because one thing about men like, this is why men cater to Minister Farrakhan, is because he's masculine energy. A lot of men will fall in line if another man say, brothers, we got to step in line. That's one thing about Farrakhan. The reason why he had the black men respond to Farrakhan the way that they do is because that masculine energy, and they step in line, right? So take the people out to go vote, vote early, and all of that. And I hopefully that Stacey Abrams wins. I would love to have all of these people on my show and stuff. It's difficult. They're booked and busy. I get it. But I would love for all, the Stacey Abrams, her plan is definitely there. You can go to StaceyAbrams.com. It's there. I'm not going to try to force you all to do it because your mind is already made up. My thing is this: if you're living in a town that you don't have a hospital, you should question that. Why I'm living in this town with no hospital? Why my hospital shutting down? Why can't you do Medicaid expansion? Governor Kemp, why are you sitting on $390 million of rent relief for people to get rent relief? Why are you sitting on that money? That money was sent from the federal government. Why are you sitting on that money? And a lot of people don't understand that the governor, when the federal government passed bills and they give money to states, who you think dispersed the money? The governor. The governor is like a mini president. They disperse it to the states. So if your governor is incompetent, if your governor is stubborn, then the money won't get to the people. Just like it's a situation going on in Florida, and a lot of poor people in Florida, white people included, they're saying that the insurance won't cover the damage of their houses. Now, these same Republicans that say, we want small government, get out of our business. Now they're saying the federal government taking too slow. We need help. We need resources. But y'all the same Republicans, MAGA folks, that say y'all don't need the government. The government's in our business. We need small government. But now y'all need the resources. Y'all don't see that? Like all these people, even Ron DeSantis, the way he was talking and trashing Biden. Now you need Biden to get resources because your people is suffering. Their homes is flooded. And the people they want the resource. They need it. And they saying they moving too slow, but y'all say y'all want small government. F Joe Biden, right? Anyway. I didn't mean to get deep into politics. Like I didn't, but this is very important. Like all elections are important. Your local elections, the midterm elections, that's what happened with President Obama. He was in 2008. People voted him in, or 2000, and then the midterm election came. People didn't vote like that because a lot of people, when it comes to Democrats, they do not put out the resources for the midterm elections. And then he lost the House and the Senate during the midterms because people did not come out and vote. But what they're not going to tell you, Democrats, the DNC, the DCCC, all these organizations did not put money and boots on the ground to educate the people, to tell them the reason why you need to come back to vote is because they're going to pass X, Y, and Z. Democrats do a terrible job of marketing. And you know why? It's because they don't have people that look like me running these campaigns. They don't have people looking like Stacey Abrams running in the DNC or triple C, the people that control the purse strings. They don't look like us, them white folks. Okay? So they have people that look like us, that know us. It could be a different thing. Okay? I'm just saying. One thing about Trump that Democrats need to learn for, he don't care. He took documents. That man gonna lie. He's gonna distract. He's gonna keep going. Democrats don't know how to stay on message. They'll say something and they'll flip-flop it. They say, I flip-flop, baby. You ain't seen a flip-flop till you seen a Democrat. They'll say something and they'll flip-flop. Trump, oh yeah, I had documents. President Obama had documents. They don't have him under investigation in the crowds. Believe me, January 6th crowd was big. And like I want to say this and I'm done. I wish I would have had Reverend Warnock picture up and I'm done. Okay. Herschel Walker got caught up in some mess. He, according to the Daily Beast, he paid for his girlfriend to get an abortion. And he have raised a lot. He raised millions of dollars because Republicans do not care that Herschel Walker paid for his girlfriend to get an abortion. What they care about is power. That is something that Democrats don't understand. They're trying to play with people common sense. You can't play with people common sense that folks that don't have common sense. You have to play you got to get dirty and put boots on the ground. They don't care. They care about power. They don't care he had an abortion in 2000. You ain't gonna change the MAGA Republicans to vote for Herschel, to vote for Reverend Warnock. What Reverend Warnock gonna have to do in the DNC and all the massive Michelle Obama, President Obama, Oprah Winfrey, all of these powerful Democrats, Bill Clinton, y'all got their boots on the ground, knock on doors, go to daycare, do some dancing, do some singing, pass out something, educate the voters and rally your base. Because the Trump base, they're energized. They are ready. They are upset that Trump lost. They felt like it was a rigged election, and they're making sure they're going out to vote and they're taking folks with them to the polls. So because this whole thing that came out with Herschel Walker, it didn't bump him down in the polls. They still, Herschel Walker and Reverend Warnock are still neck and neck in the polls. And don't just believe the polls, it's your ground game that matter. Because the polls had Hillary, everybody thought Hillary was going to win. Oh, man. But whoop, she lost. It's the ground game. You got to energize your base. You got to talk to black women. You got to talk to black men. That's your backbone of your base. If they're not energized, if black folks don't come out, Democrats lose. That's period, point to the blank. You got to get black registered voters to vote their numbers and increase their numbers in different precincts. If it's at 40 in this precinct, increase it to 50, increase it to 52%. Because you got to go by the counties in the precinct, and you can Google all this stuff. And I learned all this stuff from Roland Martin, so you can tell I took a Roland Martin course. So you can really tell I took a Roland Martin course because I listened to a lot of Roland Martin. And Roland Martin said something that Maya Angelou said. He's a teacher. He said, no, yes, you are. He is a teacher. Roland Martin, you are a teacher because you teach me every time I tune into your live. Okay. So a lot of this knowledge that I accumulate, I've learned that from Roland Martin. I got to give it to him. Roland Martin, I've been following this man since I was in my 20s. And I get that knowledge. When I tune into Roland Martin Unfiltered, I'm tuning to Saw and getting some knowledge, right? I'm getting some knowledge. And I'm not going to even come at the ADOTS people because y'all ain't about to drag me. I'll let Brother Ro handle the ADOTS and what's the other one? The FABA people. I'm not going to try to come at y'all because I know what y'all going to say. Reparations! We need reparations! Well, if you don't vote for people with that agenda, you ain't going to get no reparations. Like, I just want to say this. Man, wow. y'all say we want reparations. We want for what the black agenda. What is black people gonna get if you don't invest in those candidates? And this is what gets me with Tariq Nasheed and all these people. Why don't y'all run for public office? Like, I just don't understand the knowledge. Like, you can scream every day, we need reparation, and you don't vote for people to help you with that agenda. So how are you going to get reparations if you don't vote the people in to give you the reparations? Make that make sense. If you want a black agenda, if you don't vote people in for a black agenda, you ain't going to get a black agenda. Excuse me, I want people with a black agenda. Will ADOT's people, why don't you fund candidates to give you that black agenda? Child, you don't want me to. Let me go. Okay, we got to move on. Look at Stacey. She just smiled. Hey, Stacey. Okay. I can talk about politics all day. I did not mean this show to turn political, but we do have to get into our last subject. We will open up the phone lines. Okay. Okay. I didn't have Candace Owens. I didn't have her picture out there, but Candace Owens released a documentary on Black Lives Matter. Now, of course, I'm going to wait before I review. I'm going to watch the documentary. I'm going to do my own research, and I'm going to watch Roland Martin and see what source of information she's going to give. But she was posting some stuff in that documentary, and she was like, they ban this, they ban on prostitutes, strippers, all the money. Then he was interviewing somebody, said, where did the money went? So it's like, whoa. So before I talk about it, I'm gonna watch it first. And I think the documentary, when do it come out? The documentary releases Friday on October 14th. I'm gonna watch it for myself, and of course, I'm gonna ask Roland Martin, can you dive into it, give us your perspective on it? And definitely going to do my research. But they definitely coming. They definitely coming for it as well. Okay. Verna B, is you ADOS? I'm gonna drop you a link because you from ADOS. Can you tell me what are y'all doing to get people in there for the agenda? ADOS, if you in the building, can you hit the link? Because I want to know. What is you there? ADOS, because you saying we are, no worries. Vera, like, let me know your plan. What is your plan of action? What candidates have you been supporting to get into the House of Representatives? Because you do know we won't get no reparations if we don't have the votes. So what is y'all plan? What is y'all plan on the state level? Are y'all supporting the study that they're doing in California about reparations? I mean, like, let me know. What are y'all playing or what y'all doing? I'm coming in love. Like, what is y'all playing? I'm coming in love. You can just drop the link and we open up the phone lines too if you want me to call in. I'm watching the BLM documentary. Want to know what they did with the money. Okay. We definitely have it. All right. So we're going to definitely go into our last topic here, and then we're going to open up the phone lines. I'll drop the link as well. NeNe Leakes' son had a heart attack and a stroke. And NeNe Leakes definitely lost her husband and, her son. That's her son right there. He lost his father last year, and he had a heart attack and stroke. And so NeNe Leakes were saying that, they don't know the cause of it at all. They don't know the cause of it. So give me a second while I would play what she said, because I think some of y'all didn't hear what she said. I'm going to play the audio of that. So bear with me. Give me a second. Where you at, NeNe? Where you at? Oh, here we go.
Okay, hi guys. How are you? So So obviously, I've gotten tons of text messages, tons of emails. Everybody's asking and concerned about Brent, and we thank you guys so much. This is not the way I wanted it to come out. We wanted to be able to talk about it ourselves when Brent was in a better place. So here I am, because I would rather the correct thing be out there than something that's not correct. 2 weeks ago today, Brent had congested heart failure and a stroke. He's only 23, so he's really young for something like that to happen to him. The first thing, a lot of doctors think of when someone that age come in with that kind of condition is maybe they have done drugs, or maybe they have some serious infection, maybe HIV or some sort of infection, is what I'm being told by the doctors. Brent doesn't drink or do drugs. And obviously they've tested him for all of those things. They also tested him for HIV. They were thinking that maybe he had caught COVID and he didn't know that he had COVID. They did see, the doctors are saying they did see some things like that happen if they caught the Delta variant. And he never knew he had COVID. I've never known him to have COVID. So they have run a number of tests on him to see what could have possibly made this happen to him. And we are still trying to figure out, because if we knew the cause, obviously they could treat the cause. It was very scary. I don't even want to go into details of what happened and how I found out and what condition he was in. Obviously a stroke is a very serious thing. And so he's struggling, with speaking, and it's, I don't know. Okay. Hi guys. How are you?
Okay, so that was that, and many people were saying that weight. They were saying that it's the weight, and they're saying that he's overweight, and that's the reason why he's going through this. And of course, we don't know. When NeNe Leakes released a statement, she answered some questions, but it also leads to more questions, like what was the reason? And we could relate it to the weight. I can just tell my personal story. My blood pressure was high, extremely high, and my doctor was saying it's your diet and it's your weight, and you need to, work on walking daily, and put protein, vegetables, stop going to those restaurants with that high sodium and stuff like that, because it can lead to problems. And, your blood pressure keep getting high can lead to things. And so we as African Americans, I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling my story. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to take care. I don't know if it was the weight. I don't know if it was this. I don't know if it was that. Because I know in another clip, she said it wasn't a weight. It wasn't drugs. That he's not overweight. He don't do drugs. So we just have to take care of our bodies. And a lot of you're seeing things that's happening to people at a young age. Me personally, I am taking it day by day. I worked, I did some walking today, drinking some more water. I'm not going out to eat like I used to. I've cut it out surely but surely, because I used to just every night will order a pizza every night. And so lately I haven't done that. And so I'm working on some things and taking it just a day by day thing. And I'm walking, and I got a new membership at a new gym, and to, take care of my body, because gaining weight leads to problems, high blood pressure, diabetes, etc. So we do have to take care of our bodies, and those processed foods does have, a lot of things going on. I remember I was at the break room and I went and I bought a soda and I bought another soda, and this African person that's working at the job. You drink a lot of soda, drink water. And she said that, and God literally have people to come to you, give you warnings like, listen, bro, you need to drink some water. So now I got a case of water here and I'm putting it in the freezer. So when I go to the job, I have me some water instead of buying like cans of soda and stuff. Like drink water. If you get thirsty, drink some water instead of drinking, all those sugary drinks. And you just do it day by day. You didn't get overweight by overnight, and you're not gonna get healthy overnight. You got to do it step by step, and don't try to force it and all that. You do it day by day. Do this day, Monday, Tuesday, then add on Wednesday, just day by day, and just take it easy, because you didn't get unhealthy overnight, and you're not going to get healthy. You're not going to get healthy overnight. And so she was right, because she said it, and I'm like, oh, she is so right, because I can't be drinking the soda, but I be thirsty because I'm working. When you're working in a nursing home, you're burning calories, you're sweating, you taking care of patients. So now I said, Wiley, you got a whole thing. A producer sent me a thing to keep my water cold, so I can take this to work and I can drink my water, put this in there, freeze it, and keep it cold. So I'm like, that's a good thing. And I'm glad that people care about me and will say things about me. And I'm glad, because that is so important. And so, and cutting back, like right now, I didn't eat that much. I just ate breakfast and that was it. Ate breakfast, didn't eat anything at the movie. Like usually I get chips and popcorn. I cut that out and didn't do anything, and I was drinking water intake. And so tomorrow the same thing. Drink water, have some breakfast, go out for a daily walk. Usually my walking being replaced because I'm working. I'm walking when I'm working, burning calories because I'm sweating, because you're burning calories. And that's what you do. And you got to take it easy, and then stop eating after 7 p.m. So once you eat, so usually at my job, thank God for my job, they allow us to have like vegetables. We eat what the residents eat. Like they have vegetables, or they have like some, they meals typically be healthy at a nursing home. So they allow us to get a free meal. So instead of me ordering out at night, I eat at work when the residents, once the residents get done eating, I go on my lunch break like at 6 o'clock, I eat, and then I should be done. And so that's typically has been the thing. You're going to see me slim down, and it's not easy, because sugar is like a drug. It's addictive. That sugar is addictive. And so it take day by day to retool your mind and stuff like that. So thank y'all for checking up on me. And I also thank my my coworker, for telling me, drink water. The way how she said it, Africa, they real stern. You don't need to drink all that soda. So that is so right. And so yeah, she said it real stern. I'm like, oh. So now she gonna be happy. She gonna be seeing me the water. I'm like, okay. So, and it helps you with the skin too. So, because sugar is very addictive. So I'm definitely happy, and then check my vitals, because my doctor had me. I went to, just give you a little history, a little health of history. I went to my doctor and my psych doctor. She said, I want to run some labs. So they ran some labs, and my labs was all the way off. And so the doctor was like, listen, it's your diet. I keep telling you, your diet, walk intake, walk for 10 minutes a day. She was telling me, don't eat out the restaurant, cook your food, bake your food, vegetables, and all of that. And so now we are doing that day by day, and I'm not all the way there, and I'm gonna get there. And so I thank you to the supporters for sending me stuff to the PO box, and thank you so very much, because this one supporter sent me water. So if you send me stuff to the PO box, don't send me no Red Bulls, don't send me no great Gatorade, send me nothing but water. Don't send me no vegetables or anything like that, because that stuff sport. Don't send that to no PO box. But water and stuff like that, like water, Yeah, just water, right? And if you send a donation, say, hey, this is for some vegetables, stuff like if you want to do it for the workout journey. And so that is something that we're going to be doing on our members only, me working on the gym, me having conversations, something that Monique do. I'm going to do that as well, like walking. And I'm talking to my supporters on the members only. And then sometimes we will have that for the public, but usually this would be for members only where we working on and do all that. So I do the breakfast, and so I think the breakfast now I'm not as home because breakfasts are important because usually I don't eat breakfast. So usually I don't eat breakfast. So today I ate some breakfast, and now I understand I'm not as hungry like right now because I ate a good breakfast. So breakfasts are important, but it's about what you eat in breakfast, like oatmeal, boiled eggs and stuff. So I'm learning and stuff like that. So and we definitely are. Somebody said something about a trainer. We definitely doing that. So we definitely gonna have that. And you all are on my journey. Y'all are on my journey with this. So we're gonna talk about our last subject. And hold on, let me see if I can put our picture up. Give me a second. We are on our journey, and I want to say shout out to the producers because we want to be healthy. I want to live a long, healthy life. I want longevity to have its place. And we can't, you won't live a long, healthy life by being on a very destructive, unhealthy eating path. That's not good at all. Let me see, what is I'm doing? Because I wanted to, okay, I don't have to have her picture up there. Y'all know how do y'all know how T.S. Madison look? Okay, we're gonna talk about T.S. Madison. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, give me something. Okay, hold on. Let me take that down. We're gonna talk about T.S. Madison. So I went to go see T.S. Madison new movie. Bro, it's not her. She's in the movie, right? And Miss Lawrence. So I'm gonna give my opinion. So I don't want any Maddie Mob to get mad. But I went to the show. I left. I had a nice breakfast. So I went to the movies. It was just me in the theater. Now, mind you, I went in the morning, right? Went in the morning, during the Mantee. I was just the only one in the theater. Nobody else is in the theater with me in this movie. I was the only one. And so I was watching the movie, and it opened up with one of the characters doing a podcast. And he had some good equipment doing that podcast. And I'm listening to it, and I'm understanding the dialogue of the movie. I'm like, okay, all right, what is this about? And then he was talking about having this museum, and they were talking, and then you see T.S. Madison there. She had a little T.S. Madison had a little. She said she had a couple of lines in the movie. It wasn't a lot, because the movie wasn't centered around her. It was centered around a white man meeting another white man. So they go to the club, and the reason why I really couldn't get into the movie is because I'm not a white gay man. So they do Grinder, I do Jack. Their clubs are different than black clubs. So culturally, I couldn't really some of the now I did get with the Grinder, meeting up with somebody and kissing and all of that. And then one part that I related to as a gay man, send a pic, send a butt pic, send a ping pic, send a pic. So he tried, so the character, the man tried to send a pic, right? And then he was trying to shave the hair off his booty cheek, and he scraped it, and it was bleeding. And then he sent the picture, and then he got blocked. So, and then it gets to the scene where he goes to the club. This character goes to the club, and he meet this white guy, the white guy with a body. I'm like, okay, I can put myself in the shoes. I love a guy with a body. That is my urge. That's my thing. A guy with a body. Oh, that's my weakness. They can take my whole paycheck. Like, they could get over me. If you got a body, okay, he had a body and good looking for a white man. I'm like, okay, daddy. So he see the guy, and of course, he's talking to the guy, and the guy wasn't really interested, wasn't really talking to him, then leaving and all that, wasn't really interested. Then the guy, he tried to kiss him, and he didn't really want. Then he finally was able to kiss him. So, okay, all right, I see myself, the dorky type of nerdy type of guy. I'm like, okay, where's this gonna go? And then fast forward, then eventually, I'm giving the whole movie away because y'all probably want to go see the movie, but it was a part. I'm not gonna get this whole movie away. Okay, T.S. Madison, she did a couple of times. I'm not gonna get the whole movie away because I'm giving the whole movie away, and I don't want to give the whole movie away. But it was some steamy scenes up in there, and I was feeling it. My body was feeling it, and I wasn't sitting by myself. I was, baby, them sex scenes was everything. NeNe did a sex scene. They did a orgy. Now the part with the orgy, I can not with T.S. Madison. This with just strictly men, white men. I felt because when you're doing an orgy, the chemistry gotta be right with the people, right? So him and the guy, they were dating, and they said, let's open it up. Let me take you over to my friend because he was supposed to screw this couple. So they all go over there and then just to screw the couple. And he got, the guy with the body was getting all the attention because if you got the body and you more attractive, you're gonna get all the attention in the threesome, in the orgasm, right? You're gonna get all the attention. So he was getting all the attention, and the main character, the one with the glasses, he was like, "Listen, I'm gonna go. This was good." He's like, "Okay, bye. All right, bye." And that gave me a flashback because I remember when I met a guy off an app when I was in Chicago, and he was African. And he invited another dude over, and they was going to do a threesome. During that time, my freakiness wasn't activated, right? I was a very conservative. I just wanted to do one-on-one. I didn't want to do a threesome. I was scared of a threesome because in my mind, I thought they was going to double team me and just take all my goodness. So I left. And so that kind of like reminded me of that when I left the room when all that stuff was going on. But now I ain't going to leave. I'm joining in. So seeing it, and I'm like, oh, this is really, really good. And so, and then it gets to a part where when they did the pride and they get on the floor, and then T.S. Madison was on there, and it was a good movie. It was a good comedy. It was one part of the movie that had me busted up laughing. So the main character with the glasses, and if you see the movie, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. He finally get to meet his boyfriend family. His family is from a little small town, and he said, "Please do not do too much." And the guy was doing too much, and so the mother, she teaches kids, right? And he said, "Why don't you do you teach your kids about gay history?" She said, "No, I don't teach them about gay history because the kids." Okay. And then he took a sip. Well, I don't really agree with that. Why shouldn't kids not know about it? And then he said, when I was a child, I was 12 years old and I went to see some show on Broadway, and it was gay men and their penises was on soft, and they kept saying, "Oh, hit the prostate, hit the hit the prostate, hit my prostate." And he said, "I didn't even know what a prostate was." When I tell you the way that man said that, I laughed in that whole theater. Hit the prostate. I didn't even know what. Y'all gotta go see it. I laughed in that theater. It was some funny parts in that movie. It was some funny parts in that movie. I laughed, and I could have called. I'm like, I was glad I was in the movie by myself. But I wish I would have had a freak with me in the movie theater so we can get it on in that theater. Because I wish that I had like a freak in there with me, 600 Breezy, you know what I'm saying? Something like that type. Because he talked about a story where he was getting in the movie theater, and they called him and said, "Hey man, we see you." So I wish that I would have gotten in with somebody in the theater because I was in that energy. I just needed, it was a female or a man, it didn't matter to me, a female or a man. Okay, it could be both. But so what did the prostate have to do? It was a joke. You have to watch the movie. It was a joke, and all. It was a joke. You just have to see. You have to see the movie. Do not take your kids to go see this movie. This is an adult movie. All right. So how many people was in the movie theater? It was one person. I was the only person in the movie theater. I was the only one. Then T.S. Madison had some words. She said, "You know what? I'm through with this." it's something she said. I couldn't really remember her lines because she had short lines. It wasn't memorable lines and stuff like because the movie wasn't about her. It was about two men. Then there was the last part of the movie. This is what brought me to tears. The guy finally wanted to be with the guy. Because at first they broke up, and then then the guy, the one with the body, said, "Listen, I want the guy with the glasses." So he came there to the museum, and he broke out in a song. That white man was singing to that white man, and I could have just seen myself, and tears was just going down my face. I was crying. I was like, oh my gosh. That white man was singing to that man with that body. I said, I would be doing the same thing. And he was just, the way how he was sending them high notes, the way how he was singing to that man. I said, yeah, sing to him, sing to him. And then he was like, hold on one second. Then he went and he embraced the man with a kiss and a hug. I don't know the name of the song. It was some white song. I don't know. But he sang that song, and it brought me to tears. It brought me to tears. I was just like, whoa. I cried. I said, wow. And then, me, I get a little, upset. Why can't nobody sing me no song like that? Why can't be no man that I sing them a song, So, yeah, from that scene, I highly recommend y'all go see the movie. Yes. I highly recommend y'all go see the movie, The Man with the Glasses and The Man with the Body. Oof. I'm definitely going to see the movie again. I was like, woo. I said I had to go to the restroom after watching that because, baby, I had to go to the restroom. I had, first of all, I couldn't even stand up for a couple of minutes. Like it was a good movie. It was a good movie. It was so she T.S. Madison in the whole movie, she had about 4 or 5 lines. 4 or 5, maybe 5 lines. I could be maxing about 4 or 5. She didn't have that many lines in the movie. She didn't. She had a couple little cameos, about 4 or 5 lines that she had, but the movie wasn't around. What was it about her? It was about the white man with the glasses. And I think that they put Miss Lawrence and T.S. Madison in there so they can say, we are inclusive. We got black folks in it. But it wasn't about black people. The white man didn't have any, he had some black friends, but they didn't have any lines like that. Because the black man was the one with the glasses friend. He was dating a Asian guy. And so it wasn't surrendered around the black. I wish if this movie could be done all over again, I wish it was done in the premise of black gay men. Black queerness, because I think that would have done better numbers. Because white folks didn't even go see the movie like that. It flopped in the first weekend. When I say flop, that means people did not go see it in the first weekend. And typically the first weekend is where you recoup your money, and people didn't go see it like that. But I wish it was like the black. You know what I'm trying to say? What was that movie? What was that movie that was on BET Plus? That black gay movie that was on BET Plus. Jesse Smollett. It was with Jesse Smollett, director debut. What was the name of that movie? Really quickly. Give me a second. I'm trying to think of the name. Oh, B-Boy Blues. Now, B-Boy Blues was good. That was in my premise. It was a storyline of a geeky black guy and a black guy with a body. Oof. I'm gonna watch that movie again tonight. But yeah, no, the name of the movie, and I highly suggest y'all go see it. B-Boy Blues. B-Boy Blues. B-Boy Blues. Okay. Oh, the movie, everything. That movie is everything. Because that's the type of man that I like. Guys about they can do anything to me. They can take run on my credit, get a boot on my car, it wouldn't matter because they got as long as I get the smash. But that's the name of the movie. Okay, we're gonna open up the phone lines. That was our review of the movie of Bros. You talked about white people like white people talk about black folks. Just cut out the white man and the glasses too. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Like it was like they were talking about artists like country music and different artists. I don't know because I don't listen to that music. I don't know. Like it wasn't in the premise of the background of black LGBT. Now, there they did have some references, a reference of the oh my gosh, the transgender when they had the what was that? Oh gosh. They did have some references of black trans women that they did something in New York. I can't think of the name, but it slipped my mind. But yes, but it was typically in the premise of black white gay men. It wasn't in the premise of black gay men, if that makes sense. It was the black gay men wasn't the background or premise of it. But he did have sex with a black man, but he had to change his voice. He changed his voice and he made his voice deeper. He made his voice, ooh, and then the black guy took him home and they had sex, and he was shocked because when the black guy had his high-pitched voice, his regular voice, he got turned off. And that works like when I was doing the catfishing, when I was in my catfishing days, like they I don't think I should tell my catfishing days. It's gonna wind up being a whole nother series, so I'm not gonna talk about my catfishing days. I'll leave that for the members only. So let's talk about Diddy and Diddy and Mace. I just want to say this: like Diddy said that Mace owed him some money, and Mace said I don't owe him no money, and so I personally believe that Diddy do not owe Mace any money. I think that Mace did not hold his end of the bargain, because if Diddy owe you money, why don't you sue Diddy? I hate when people say, "Oh, he owed me money, he did me wrong," but why don't you sue him to get your money? So I don't believe that he got sued and that Diddy owed Mace money. If that was the case, sue him, take him to court, and get your money. I think that Mace is mad and bitter that his career didn't really take off like that. You know, he had some hits, but it wasn't all that. He ain't no top, he ain't no Drake. You know, he's a has-been rapper. And I think he's mad and pressed about that. And I think he's a pastor sleeping with the members. Okay, so that's what's going on. Okay, no, I'm not gonna talk about my catfish stories, because when I talk about my catfish stories, it ends up in a series. My words get twisted. I will talk about my catfish stories on members only. So if you want to hear some of my catfish stories, I will talk about it in members only. But I cannot talk about my catfish stories publicly because the ops is listening. The greasy ops is listening, and they're not going to do anything. The sweaty ops is listening. They're going to do a whole series. They're going to try to interview the people. They're going to get the story completely wrong. But I will talk about the catfish stories in members only. You have to pay for it, you know, because I got some good ones. I catfished a lot of people, so it is what it is. Main Square took off, but every flight has to land. Yes, okay, I feel you, but I believe he's sleeping with the members. No, I can't tell. I tell it for the members only. Because last time I told the story of my catfishing, it literally went viral. It literally went viral, and not really viral like that, but some people talked about it. And if I talk about it now, it's going to reconjure up these old stuff, and it's going to be a mess. But I'm not going to talk about. I'll talk about it in members only. Y'all remind me to talk about it in members only, and so we'll definitely talk about it in members only. Because if I talk about it here, they're not going to do anything but do a part 67 about surviving Wiley. Okay, like they did. Child, you'd have thought I did something illegal. Catfish is not illegal. But these people, child, I've done it. And so I have a lot of stories I can tell y'all about catfishing. A lot of stories I can tell you about. That's how I can get into that Cardi B part because I know how to catfish into events. Yeah. I know how to do it. He did the Bad Boy 2 smooth things over, but he still got money off of them on that too. Okay. Now sleeping. Yeah, he's sleeping. You already know May sleeping with the members. You already know that. Come on now. Come on, let's get it. So you know that man sleeping with the members. You know them church women is giving him that punani and they tithes and offering. Yes, he getting it with the members. He got a couple of members probably pregnant. Now I don't want to get sued. I was a pro at catfishing. I was a pro. I was a pro. I think you're getting Ace mixed up with Larry. No, stop. I was literally a pro at catfish. I was a it's a way that it's a way. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Wow, I just played the music. Yeah, I was literally a pro at it. And I've done it for it started out, the catfishing literally started out when I was a teenager, and I'm not gonna get it. It started out with me disguising my voice as my mother on the phone, and it developed into the party line, then it developed into the apps. So yeah. But yeah, it took me a long time to get to stop catfish. It took me years to stop because I was addicted to the rush of it, like the danger of it. I was addicted to the rush of it. And but we're talking about other members only because I got a lot of new people here. That's what y'all want to hear it. Yes. Okay, the phone lines is open. I don't know if y'all the phone line. Can y'all call in? I love to see you on the show, Catfish. You would love to see me on Catfish? Oh, I would love that too. Give me a sample of your mother voice. I can't do it now because my voice got a little bit deeper down, but back in the day, I would be like, hello, hi. Like my voice was a little bit more feminine when I was younger. But I used to get out of trouble with the principal, trouble with the teachers. I disguised my voice as my mother. I knew how to forge a signature. I knew how to disguise my voice as my mother and everything because anytime I talk on the phone, they say yes, ma'am. They will always say yes, ma'am. I was very feminine when I was younger. And so my uncle, he would tell me, put some bass in your voice, put some bass in your voice. And I didn't know what that meant because it's my voice. How can I put bass in something that I don't know? He would always tell when I would I don't want to cry. But when I would MC the service, Bishop Cartwright, he will always say, put some bass in your voice, put some bass in your voice. And I didn't, what do that mean? Put some bass. How can I put the bass in my voice? Like, what do? Do you drink bass? And I thought if you drink root beer and make your voice deeper. So I didn't know what that meant. Put some bass. I didn't know. And so don't have me going down that memory lane. This is why I need a therapist. I would hear that. Okay. Yeah, I know how to force my woman's signature. I still know how to do it to this day. Anonymous, can you hear me? No, it was. Oh no. It it definitely was not her movie. It was not, it was not her movie. Like, yeah, look, a couple of scenes. Yes, as that. You can count on your hand how many. Nothing major. No, it was nothing major because it wasn't about black queer people, black LGBT people. It was about white LGBT people. And this is what white people did gives me. Why you try to just dump in some black folks? Like, just keep it all the way white. you know, you. Oh, hold on one second. They said they can't hear the caller. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. They said they can't hear the caller. Hold on one second. I think my mic. Hold on one second. One second. Y'all, this the new system. So hold on one second. Okay. Say something now. Can y'all hear him now? No, Icon, say something else. Can y'all hear the caller now? Go ahead, Icon, say something. Can y'all hear him now? Can y'all hear him? Okay, I think they said yes. Okay, yeah, go ahead. You said okay. Yeah, Lauren was on their home. They said they can't hear. Hold on 1 second. Okay, say something else, Icon, because I'm trying to make sure. Oh, hold on 1 second. Oh, they said they can't hear Icon, so it's something with the mic. Hold on, they can't hear you. I got it on the wrong setting. Let me try one more. Let me try. Go ahead, Icon. Oh, okay. Let me do this. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me let's try this. Okay, go ahead. Say something now. Oh, Miss Lauren had a little bit more scenes than T.S. Madison, but hers was limited as well. Yeah, she had a little bit more, a little tad bit more, and they still can't hear. So what you know what, Icon? I'm gonna have to drop the link on Station here. I mean on StreamYard to here because I'm sorry, they can't, they said still nothing. Hold on, yeah, give me a second. Can y'all still hear me? Let me know if y'all can still hear me. I'm gonna drop the link on. I'm sorry. They said they can't hear the icon. I'm sorry, we got a new system, and I don't think I have it. I didn't even test out the phone line, so y'all bear with me, okay? But he was talking about how many lines the TS Madison have. So give me a second. I'm gonna drop the link on StreamYard, and y'all come on. Don't do the phone lines because it's not gonna work. Because they can hear me, because I know it's something I'm did wrong with this new system. So I'm not even, I have to test this out on some other day, but let me take this phone line down. So my bad, y'all. Let me log out of this because it's my system. And then I'll just do it. Okay. I'll just do a test. Yeah. So, because y'all are hear him now because I'm going to do it on StreamYard. My bad, y'all. But what he was saying how many lines did TS Madison have? So, okay, here we go. We have somebody right here backstage. I think that's you, Monique. Hold on 1 second, Monique. I see you back there, but I want to make sure because I know y'all don't want to. Okay, Monique, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Monique?
I can hear you.
Oh, it's Monica. I'm sorry. Is it Monica?
It's
Monique?
Monique.
Can you hear me? All right, can somebody else come on? I'm going to make sure the StreamYard is working. Let me drop it again. I just need to, can somebody just say hello?
Hello?
Because I can't hear it. This person is on here. Say hello.
Hello?
Oh, did y'all hear that? Oh, wait a minute. I took the wrong setting. Oh my gosh. Hold on, you guys. I did something wrong. Hold on, y'all. See, I did that. Hold on, let me see something. All right, hit it back on. Call back in. I'm so sorry. Can somebody do it again? Because I didn't even test it. Because this is a new computer. This is not my old system. I'm sorry. Yeah, call in. Somebody call in and let me hear. Because I'm sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. Because now I'm not gonna. Okay, there we go. I think it'll work now. Sunday, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you good.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you good. I got it working now. I clicked off something on StreamYard. I couldn't hear the people, but I can hear you now. Is this something that you want to say?
No. Since I'm on, I just want to say I love you, Wiley. I've been listening to you for such a long time. I only came up because you needed someone to come on to do the sound check.
Yes,
but I absolutely love your show.
Yeah, I love the show. We got a new equipment, and we and I didn't test it out, so I just found out today that it is working, and so now I got to make sure the phone line is working. But we can hear you loud and clear. Are you going? I want to go ask you. Are you going to go see Bros? Because you are a woman. You are a cisgender woman. Are you going to go see Bros or no?
Hell no. Hell no. That's why you need to go ahead and give us the full story. Because ain't none of us going to see that.
I'm going to get my notebook and write down the character name. I just said the man with the glasses and the man with the body.
Go ahead and give us the full story. No, I ain't going to see that. Anybody got time for that? Shoot.
Man.
Anyway, Wiley, I just came with this, so you have somebody on, but continue doing the great work that you do. I'm always on. Sometimes I'm in the bushes, but I'm always here, always liking and commenting and supporting. So keep up the amazing work. I do want to come when you have a meet and greet again next year. I definitely want to come.
Yes, we're going to do Vegas again next year. And this time it's going to be better planned. Like people have to give money so we can have like the party bus so we can all be together. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the mistakes we made when we went to Vegas, we went to Usher concert and we had to wait for the Uber. It was a long, and I was like, man, I wish we would have had a party bus because we all could have gotten a party bus, hit to the club and all of that. So yeah, next year is going to be better planned. And we're going to be making that announcement soon about how to pay. Because I want to give y'all a year in advance. Because we're gonna go in October of next year, so y'all will be so everybody coins can be together.
Most definitely.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Thank you.
All right. Well, take care, Wiley.
Yes. Say you too. Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye. Wow, StreamYard is louder than Blog Talk Radio. We got to stay on StreamYard. Monique, how's it?
Hi, Wiley.
Did I say it right, Monique? Because you got Monique.
You did.
I thought this was the real Monique. I bet you about to say, "Hey, my babies."
No. I wanted to comment on T.S. Madison and the Bros movie. I am a T.S. Madison fan. I did not know anything about the Bros movie. I do think that T.S. Madison, after finding out she's in this movie, and she has been in a lot of other, I remember Denzel saying that basically you can't be in everything and always showing your face. You want to leave something to the mystery where people are wanting to see you. And I think T.S. Madison should look at that because based off people people not seeing it, not knowing about it, I don't even know why she was in it. And with it being a white movie,
because they did that to get black folks to go support it. But the thing that T.S. Madison failed at, she didn't go to black YouTube channels. We black media. We are the new black media. And she did not do a press tour on the Wiley Show, on our My Wiggins Show, or any of these other shows to say, hey, I'm in a new movie, guys. Support it and all of this. She should have done that. It would have been a great look for her and Ms. Lawrence. But what did they do? They went to mainstream media. Mainstream media is dying, people. This is where it's at. TikTok, YouTube, Clubhouse. They didn't do that type of press tour. They did a regular old school Hollywood tour that Denzel does, but he's more established than T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison, you are an internet celebrity, meaning that, baby, you need to be running these internet streets up. She didn't do that. That's why I feel like a lot of her supporters didn't go see this movie.
Right. And to bring up Miss Lawrence.
You there? Monique, you there?
Miss Lawrence is just a walking meme. I don't understand, why Miss Lawrence is even in some of the stuff that she's in. I don't understand that.
But Miss Lawrence did good in the movie. Like her little scene that she had, it was on the money. It was shady. It was like it was good. Like y'all have to go see it, and it's so sad.
Well, I'm glad she's good at acting. I really am glad.
I being like that it's just a disservice because I'm black and I went to go see it and it was popping. But if T.S. Madison was sitting right here and we was having a conversation and dialogue, maybe he would be like, you know what, I'm gonna go see that movie too.
Well, no, I doubt it. But that's a good idea. I do believe that when people have movies out, they should go out and they should talk about it to the well-known bloggers and the ones who are not so well known. But this is a question. Are you gonna talk about what's been going on Twitter about Cynthia Bailey and her husband divorcing? Are you gonna look into that?
Okay, can you? Okay. Let me type that in my phone to look into that. I did hear about Cynthia, but I thought this is her second divorce, right? Because she did. Peter was a divorce. Is this her second one or her third one?
Oh, I think this might shouldn't it be her third? Was she married to Leon or just was Leon her baby daddy?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to see
Okay.
to bring that up and see if you would talk
Okay.
about it.
I'll
Have a
talk
great
about it in the
day.
next video. Thank you. But yeah, T.S. Madison and Ms. Lawrence should have, did a tour on the Wiley Show. I don't know why they didn't do it. And we reached out to them. They don't come on the Wiley Show. I don't know why. We got fans. I spent my hard money to go see this movie. I'm giving this movie more press than Armand Wiggins. He too busy selling his record. Deposit them pecans. Ray, is this how you say your name? I'm sorry.
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. How you doing, Wiley?
Doing good.
Okay. So you went and saw the movie Bros.
I did.
All right. So I seen the rant that TS did about Michelle Brown, because that's who it was about. So she was popping her shit. She said, she was popping her stuff. She said, that movie was the fourth, rated number 4 out of 10. She said, not only that, I'm when it's time to go get my award, I will be there to gather it. Now, Mr. Wally, do you think that movie was award worthy? Do you think her performance or an appearance?
No. Now, I no, it was not award. For me, it was not award worthy. But again, these are white award shows. So maybe to the white people that control this award, maybe they give it a couple of. I don't think that's going to be nominated for no Oscar. I'm just being. It was not, especially not T.S. Madison scenes. That wasn't Oscar worthy, baby. If that get an Oscar, all the Tyler Perry movies better get an Oscar.
Well, that's what she got on there and said.
I don't think so. I don't know why would she say that, because that wasn't a word. That wasn't a word worthy. That was a good kiki, good, good old comedy. Had a couple of little scenes, but that wasn't a word worthy. No.
Yeah, because he went in hard on my girl Michelle. But I'm sorry, she went in hard on my girl Michelle. But what I'm saying is, I think, okay, so I guess TS was upset because the blogger or whatever said that it flopped. Well, even the way TS got on there, you can tell a hit dog a holler, because she was clearly bothered. The movie, I haven't heard of the movie. I haven't even seen a trailer or nothing even go up and down my feed on IG or nothing like that. So I was just wondering if it was award worthy, like she was claiming it would be.
No, it was not award worthy. It was a good movie. It wasn't like, oh my God, just Oscar worthy. No. Now I think that the Woman King is Oscar worthy.
Oh, absolutely.
The Woman King, definitely.
Oh
but
yeah.
That movie Bros, like, oh no.
So
I think that it's a disservice if she were to get. They said she can get a GLAAD award, but why would they award a transgender woman that called a cisgender woman a man? I feel like that would be a disservice to that award to give it to T.S. Madison, because she did call Michelle Taylor a man. I saw it, and I saw the comments and I said, "Sus, you shouldn't have did that. You can't be mad, because if you want to be a celebrity," and I say this to our mom, because all these people that want to be celebrities, you can't be mad when media criticize you. If you can't take YouTube criticism, baby, you're not ready for the mainstream.
Because, like you said, the tables is turning. The mainstream media is getting their tea straight from us. I be seeing it. I see it. I really do. Because sometimes I see it like on TV and like, oh, that's old news. I seen that on somebody live last night. So you're absolutely right about that. So do you think that movie that I'm finna be a little shady? That movie Bros? Do you think that Larry Reid could have had a part in there?
Larry Reid could have had a part in there, and Larry Reid would have promoted it. The reason why we know that Dr. Larry Reid was on business, because he promoted it constantly on his page, and it
was all in the comments, honey. Was all in TS comments.
And I don't understand why T.S. Madison didn't go on Larry Reid's show. Larry Reid have people with money, churches with money that goes to stuff like that. And she didn't do that. T.S. Madison literally thought that she was an A-list celebrity. And she's on Oprah Winfrey level, sitting with these mainstream folks that don't know nothing about. You are an internet star, meaning your stardom is from the internet. So you should have stayed on the internet to promote that movie heavily. She wasted her time talking to mainstream media. It was a waste of time.
Okay, well, that's all I was wanting to know because I couldn't wait till you go. Oh yeah, and to that little Valley girl who called in last night talking about I was just curious. Why does it have to be black and white when you bring up the movie? Because obviously that's how things are broken down. Come on now, our culture is our culture. Ain't no,
Absolutely.
that's not a movie that we will go watch in the hood. You hear me? That is
Right.
not something that we will
No,
hurry up and go see. So
no,
that's why he brought color into it.
absolutely.
That's just like we're not expecting a bunch of people from our culture to go out and buy rock and roll and country western. So
That's
that's
true.
why there's a color line there, and it just is. So that answers your question if you're listening. Okay, but all right, Wiley,
All right,
I
thank you.
believe you. I believe you when you said it wasn't Oscar worthy.
No, it's
All
not
right.
Oscar worthy. No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Bye.
Now I'm gonna tell you what was Oscar worthy. When I watched The Women King and that man got up out of that water. Oh, hey, shout out to them. Hey, that man got up out of the shower because this is back in Africa. They ain't have showers back in the day. He got out of that water, showed that body with that glistening hair, and then African. He's like, give me my towel. Like go see The Women King. I went to go see that movie twice. You know it's good. I like The Women King was a good movie. Okay. Listen, I don't listen to I do listen to rock, and black folks do listen to some country music. A lot of the roots of country music is kind of produced and because of black folks. All right. Ooh, I went to go see that twice. I got his picture. I follow him on Instagram, and I'm like, man. And I told him on Instagram, I don't like to tell y'all I be flirting on my Instagram, but I told him, I said, dude, get some hair. Like he had cut his hair, and I guess that hair was like a wig. That hair is your look. That was everything. I don't even like to see him with his haircut. Like that is his look. Anyway, let me mind my business. I enjoy my country music. I guess after that they locked the movie away. Hit the like to voice your opinion. There you go. Here we go. Thank y'all so very much. Oh, this was good. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all thumbs up. Make sure y'all subscribe. We don't have any more callers. Let's hit the link again. I think we don't have any more. Okay. Thank y'all so very much. Woo! But we reviewed it, and you see, Armand Wiggins didn't review the movie. He didn't. You know, he's promoting his career, depositing pecans. That man got up there saying, "Yeah, y'all laughed at me, and now I'm getting paid to have my song played." No, they book you to get your audience to go to the club because people ain't going to the clubs like that, and they will play your song to cater to you to get your audience to come, but your audience didn't come. Like there was a couple of folks that he took a picture with, but he trying to act like it was hundreds of thousands of people. I talked to the people in LA. That club wasn't even packed. It wasn't even packed. I talked to the people in LA. I know people in LA that go to the club. I know Brandon Anthony. He's a very good guy, good looking guy. But it wasn't a man, please. The people wasn't singing that song word for word. The people was man, please. This one sit on down somewhere, please. And then if you a celebrity, if I'm lying, don't respond to what I'm saying. Just let it fly. And get some people love my record. They book me for my record. Man, please get someone sit down. That record, I went on Spotify and it only had 10,000 streams. That's a floppity flop. Anyway, let's get somebody on. You back? Is this Monique?
Hi, Wiley. Yes, I sent you some info over about the Cynthia Bailey alleged divorce,
Okay.
and also there's a video. It's from Twitter of some woman doing some type of flip in front of Cynthia's husband in front of Mike, and it has a timestamp of, I think it said 3 hours or something like that. And then as you look in the comments, you'll see someone saying that he was exposed for cheating, allegedly cheating some months back. So I sent you the info. I think it'd be great for you to touch up on it.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you so very much. Yes, you know, he's a YouTuber. He want to be this superstar, but he ain't ready. His attitude ain't ready. He ain't ready. He ain't ready to be no superstar. That record ain't with nowhere. They ain't playing it on the radio. He got to pay to get it played on the radio, just like he paid Brandon Anthony some money to get his record played in the club. Anybody can do. I can do that. I can make a record and say, "Hey, Brandon, I got $100 in a bag in a bag of that good. Play my record. He'll play it. That ain't hard. Okay." Excuse me, somebody said something. I want to correct you, not a stand. I really want to correct you. You said something. You said, "Don't you have Armand's song as your outro?" Let me correct you. That's not Armand Wiggins' song. That is YouTube royalty-free music, meaning anybody that have a channel can use that record as their outro. That's not his outro. So he lied to y'all. Y'all listen to that. That ain't his record. That's his outro. Okay, just like he get those beats, he don't pay for those beats outright. He get those beats leased. Anybody, I can get on that same beat and do a record. He don't own that beat. He leased that beat, right? He lease it. He don't own that beat outright. He lease it, meaning that I can get on the beat and say, "Deposit that eyeball." I can get on there and do the deposit that eyeball, right? So let's just be clear. And I'm not hating. I'm just giving my opinion because it's the Wiley Show. If you don't like what I'm saying over here at the Wiley Show, it's 3,000 other shows that you can watch. I'm gonna always give my opinion, and should nobody be bothered with my opinion because I ain't nobody, right? Don't nobody watch me, right? I'm a hater, right? So why is people worried about what I say? It's because I have influence with the public. Because the public know that I have influence. Okay? All right? So it is what it is. if I'm a hater, who cares? This is entertaining. Y'all jump out of the bushes. Most of y'all are Mild Wicked supporters. Y'all won't hit the link. Okay, y'all won't come on and have a conversation. Y'all would just say all of these things, but it's okay. I have tip for tap for you. I'm gonna drop the beat. Okay, I'm gonna drop the link. I may do a remix to the record. What you think? Should I do a remix to the record? Deposit your pecans. Go ahead, Wiley. Be fearless and get your bag. Deposit the eyeball. So I'm just giving my opinion, and many people don't like it, but it's okay. It's just my opinion. YouTube would be so good on the show together. Y'all both funny. Thank you, lovely. No, man, he supposed to be at a party. Don't worry about what I'm saying. You going to a party with Cardi B. Let me see. Let me ask Cardi B again because it is 5:36. So let me tweet her. I still haven't received my invitation to your party. Okay. Moderators, don't block. Let them post because that's engagements. We know. Don't block them. Let them post. As long as they ain't cussing, let them stay. Don't block over here. I still haven't received the invitation to your party. Okay, there we go. To your party. Okay, here we go. Cardi B, I have a show that always show you love. Please let me come to your party. Okay. Shows you love. Okay. Please let me come to your party. So we are definitely sending it out there. I haven't gotten a response. Okay. I want to come to our party. But she haven't done it. I don't know if I'm going to have a birthday party for me because on November 11th, I will be working. So, but we will be doing something on the internet. We will do something on the internet. We are requesting $32 per subscriber if you can, like y'all always do. Y'all always rain down on us for our birthday. So funny when haters tumble out of the bushes. Yeah, they tumble out of the bushes. Oh, he begging. Who cares? I can beg. I don't mind begging to go to a party. Okay? I'm going to do some more tweets when I get off the air. My birthday is 11/11. So funny when haters tell me, yes, keep knocking my internet. Oh, okay. Hey, Maya. I ain't too proud, Wiley. Can you do it or on the 5th or the 12th? I probably would do my celebration. Let me see when I'm off. Give me a second. Let me check. Because I want to do it's my birthday on the 11th. So let me see when I'm off. Okay. So I'm off on the 10th on that Monday. So we could do a celebration on the 10th. And then we could do a celebration on the 11th. Yeah, because my birthday is on the 11th. I'm off on the 10th. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, no, never mind. Hold on. I'm off on the 10th. And my birthday is on the 11th. Okay. I will be 32 years old. Now, thank you. Armand Wiggins, and I say this humbly. I'm saying this humbly. He said that T.S. Madison is my mother. That's mother. T.S. Madison brought Armand Wiggins on her show on Fox Soul. And if T.S. Madison, your mother, why didn't you promote your mother's movie? If my mother was in a movie called Bros, of course, I'm as her son is going to scream it to the mountaintop that she's in the movie. Armand Wiggins, you have over 150,000 subscribers. Why didn't you make a post saying y'all go support T.S. Madison movie? You didn't make a post at all, but that's supposed to be your mother. I don't deal with that fake love. I deal with real, tangible love. Okay? So I don't understand why he didn't promote it. But Brother Wiley, the man with the lazy eye, took time out of his busy schedule, went to the movie theater, took a lift to the movie theater, sat there by myself, and I supported the movie. And once I left the theater, I came back home, did a live to hundreds of people, telling them that it was a good movie. You see that? But y'all passed by the Wileys. The people that you passing by is supporting you. So T.S. Madison, though you in Puerto Rico, You should come on the Wiley Show and thank me for promoting you being on Bros. I promoted it. I didn't have to do it. I don't consider you my mother. I consider you a colleague. And I felt so bad that people were dragging you saying the movie flopped. So I went to go see it for myself. And I seen that movie. And I watched it. And I laughed. It was a good movie. It was a good movie. So, T.S. Madison, if you're listening, Chi, if you're listening, Oliver Twist, if you're listening, tell T.S. Madison to come on over home to the Wiley Show, where we talk about everything. Though we be shady, but we are supportive. We show good support. Thank you. I want to say thank you to the subscribers. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you to the members. Members, we will be going live at 7 p.m. Okay, let me make sure I get the right time for the members. Hold on. Let me make sure we get the right time. Let me double check. For members and Patreon, okay? Both. We're doing it both simultaneously. Hope I said that word right, simultaneously. Hope I said it right. Let me scroll down. At 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, so that will be 8 p.m. Eastern Coast Time. So in about an hour and some minutes, we will be going live talking about White Fear. If you haven't read the book, if you know something about White Fear, I would love for you to call it. I would love to hear from Deborah. I would love from here. Who else is other members in here? I would love to hear from Deborah. I would love to hear from Miss Speaks TV, from Miss T, Tastic T. Who else is members in here? Tasha. I would love to hear from Tasha. Who else is members? Deborah, I think I said you. Anybody else is a member? I didn't say Tasha, Nicole. I would love to hear from the members. If you in here, members, I would love to hear from you. Members, I would love to hear from you. Okay. All right. But thank y'all so very much. So I said it all. I will drop the link. Anybody else want to say something? We got an open door policy. We're gonna leave it an open door policy. We got any or my Wicked supporters that are upset with me. You can come on and hit the link. You can hit the link. You can hit the link. Because we ain't scared. We ain't running. Okay? Hit the link. Betty, hit the link, Betty. Where Betty at? Is Betty here? Betty? Okay? Hit the link. Well, we thank y'all so very much. I think we talked about everything today. We talked about everything today. Oh, somebody asked in the documentary. Ooh, child. All right. Thank y'all so very much. Great show. Thank y'all so very much. Also, too, if you want to be notified when I go live, text Wiley 888 to 534-4939. It is free. So if you ever want to be notified when we go live. Betty, where you at, Betty? Great show. I hope that College Girl hit the link from the previous live. It's funny, I only found Armand and Tasha K because of Wiley. I don't care what they say about you. You are talented and funny. Thank you, Lovely. I know I'm talented and funny. I know I'm talented and funny. I'm very talented. And thank y'all so much for the work that y'all put into this show and watching. And thank y'all so for the support, man. Thank y'all so very much. I want to thank my team for the thumbnail. Thank you. Love you. Thank you all so very much. We did not talk about Corey preventing Storm from showing the interview. We talked about that. And I reached out to a lot of people about that. I reached out to Kaya today about that. Storm Monroe still haven't released the interview. And I just don't see this is I don't like when people pre-promote something that they're gonna release something and it don't come out. That make my skin crawl. That make my skin crawl because I'll be so hyped to see it. That just like this female, we talking, right? And she telling me all this good stuff, what we gonna do, and you come over and all, and at the last minute, she tired. We can't do nothing. That make my skin crawl. Knowing, I'm all hyped up, I'm ready to go. Yes, I'm ready to get it in, ready to get. Are you tired? You sleep because you gotta go to work in the morning. That make my skin crawl. Okay? I want to hear what the neighbor had to say because Corey said lawsuit. So I want to hear what did that neighbor have to say. I wish he would let me hear it privately and I could repeat it on my show. That can't be no other because this is another party. I'm just saying. I would like to know. Well, you are not paying bills. You need to just drop it. Corey ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing. Do y'all want Storm to drop it? Can we have somebody on the drop? I'm gonna drop this link one more time. Can y'all tell us the reason why y'all want him to drop it? Can somebody else say it? Maybe a beautiful female. He needs to just drop it. Corey ain't gonna do nothing. I agree. If y'all want Storm to drop the interview, type drop it. If y'all want Storm to drop the interview, type drop it. Drop it. Drop it. We want to see this interview. Okay. We did that. What y'all said in the chat? I want the interview to be dropped. What y'all saying in the chat? It's not worth it. Tia gonna got long, buddy. It's gonna be juicy. Missy Elliott was ordered. Y'all ain't gonna get Storm stuck in no courts. Drop it, Corey, a C-list actor. Who cares about him? 12 yesterday. We was all saying drop it when he went live about when to drop it. Yeah. I want to know why he had Missy in the title. It's a lot of questions. I don't know about the interview, but Storm know how to drop it like it's hot. That's all I'm saying is drop it. So if you don't want to drop it, I understand. Drop the interview. That's all what I'm saying. Oh God, what was that? Okay. That scared me. He ain't gonna deliver the Venom Man Storm playing with us. Is he playing how to become a member? Oh, okay. Let me drop it to become a member. Give me a second. I can drop it. I thought I had it. Let me see. Give me a second. Do y'all have the membership thing? I just had it. Give me a second. I should have pinned it. I don't know why I ain't pinned it. Give me a second, you guys. It's gonna take me a little while to find it. Where did I find it at? I want to find it for the members. Somebody wanted to know it. Do any of my moderators have it? I thought I dropped it. Let me see. Give me a second. I think this is it. All right. Oh, yeah, I did drop it. So I pinned it already. All right. Thank y'all so very much. I'm about to go because I'm about to I got to get ready for this members only live. And it's in the description box, yes. So it's definitely there. Thank you so very much, Facebook family. All right. So just drop it. Don't miss the exclusive members only content. Become a woman executive producer. Yes, we have that right there. Thank y'all so very much. We're doing White Fear, so we're going to be talking about White Fear, chapter 1, chapter 1 to chapter 4. It's like an overview of what we're going to be talking about for the book. If you did not purchase the book, go get it. It's members only. You can go get it on Audible, Black-owned bookstore. You can go get it anywhere, that wherever books are sold. And so I was listening to it on the Audible book, and so I got a couple of stuff to say, but I do want to hear from the supporters about what do y'all think about White Fear and all of that. So yes, what do y'all think about that? So I'm gonna give about 5 more minutes. I open it up to chat, so if anybody else want to do it. So what we're gonna do is, because the StreamYard sound is so much better than Blog Talk Radio, we're gonna keep it with StreamYard. StreamYard is extremely loud, it's crispy clear, and that's what we're gonna have. What I hope that we get supporters like Storm have. He had people on camera, but ours is just audio, so you could do it audio. As you can see, no, you didn't see anybody on camera. It's this audio. So I do love that fact that you can just hear audio, and the audio is loud and clear. It's like really, really loud. So we could definitely have it on there. I will let y'all know a show. Shout out to Trey So Raw and them, and they want me to come on their show. They have a show called The King's Corner, so I will keep y'all updated about that. They wanted me to come on their show, so I will let y'all know when that's going to happen. So yes, I'll come on camera if you want. Oh, okay, you more than welcome. Come on camera. I would love to see. You should become a member and come on camera in the membership. But yes, thank y'all so very much. And so it's gonna be fun for members. And I'll be in Chicago, so this time I hopefully I have a guest, but I got a working girl, so she work, and I'm not talking about a 9 to 5. I'm talking about a working girl, if you know what I mean. Okay, a working girl, hotel to motel, Airbnb, flights, hotel to motel type work, working girl. But that would be a juicy interview, but it have to work with her schedule because money comes first. It's not the same friend that has the Timberlands. No, it's not the same friend that has the Timberlands. And so I don't want to do her for like the YouTube because the public y'all so ruthless, but I'm gonna do that for like the members only, and then I may premiere as a regular live because I can't have her on for the public because y'all gonna drag and y'all ain't gonna drag my friend. I need to defend her in the comments, and I can't really defend her if if y'all drag her in the comments. So if I premiere it, I could be in the comments. So I'm gonna do it for members only. So I don't know how the members only gonna take it, but I just do it for the members only. And then we'll premiere. So hopefully whenever she's free, she's a working girl. Okay. All right. Thank y'all so very much. We're gonna see y'all over there in members only. Make sure y'all comment and subscribe. Members, I dropped the link in members only, and I'm gonna drop it on Patreon. So y'all will see it both. Okay. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.